Hi, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to do a video about the California painter named Maynard Dixon. Maynard Dixon was born in Fresno in 1875. People born in Fresno are known as Fresnoians, and he began to draw at an early age, and eventually he found his way to San Francisco, where he became a commercial illustrator. He illustrated for the local newspapers, and then he went on to illustrate for important West Coast magazines like Sunset Magazine. He also had commercial jobs for Standard Oil and Southern Pacific. So he was a very successful commercial artist, and he always did themes of the Western themes, when the cowboys and the Indians. And as the popularity of the Westerns and the cowboys grew, he moved to New York City, where he began illustrating some Western books. But he became dissatisfied with the way that the West was being shown in these books. It's very theatrical and sentimental, and he felt it was inauthentic, according to what he knew from his experience living in the West. So he returned to San Francisco, and he was still a successful illustrator, and he was a well-known figure around San Francisco because he wore black clothes, cowboy boots, and a black hat. He had a walking stick with a silver-topped Thunderbird logo. So he kind of played up this bohemian artist image that he was known for in San Francisco. As he matured, he made a transition to becoming a fine art painter. It's very difficult for a commercial artist to graduate into becoming a fine artist. And there is a category of American artists who are able to do this. And this includes Winslow Homer, Edward Hopper, and Andy Warhol. Because they have this strong experience and skill as a commercial artist, it does carry over to their fine art, specifically with their composition and their colors. Like the Western theme, when he draws cowboys, they're very authentic. He doesn't play it up. He liked these remote areas in the Western deserts, and he took trips to the Eastern Sierra Nevadas. He took trips to Utah and Wyoming and Arizona, East Oregon, Idaho, New Mexico. And I think it's interesting the things he didn't paint. He lived in San Francisco, which is a very picturesque city. You have the ocean, you have all the hills. He's not painting that. He didn't paint Marin, which has the redwood trees. He didn't paint the East Bay, Oakland and Berkeley, which has the great oak trees. He didn't paint the redwoods in Northern California. He didn't paint Yosemite. He didn't paint Joshua Tree. There was a artist community in Monterey Bay and Carmel, and they were kind of impressionists. He didn't join them. He had to make a significant effort to get to these remote places, maybe 3 days or more to travel from San Francisco, and that's where he painted. Obviously, these areas were a core to his expression. Maynard Dixon was also a poet, so I'm going to recite some of his poems and look at some of his pictures. Clouds forming gleaming, towering, tumultuous and vast, vague, giant shapes blown from the ancestral north of ancient and forgotten gods, serene and terrible. O ancient tree, with rough, upreaching branches and ragged, uneven foliage spreading toward heaven, I approach you with reverence and affection. There is protection in your shade, vast, formless music among your leaves. How many human lives have you outlasted? In your serene presence, how pretty our miseries appear. And you, O solid sunburnt hills, your age-ending forms held solemnly against flowing skies, how you rebuke our changeable desires. Glorious in sunset gold, somber through fading twilight, lost in darkness, still I feel your steadfast mass immovable beneath the stars. Give me the plains, the barren and sun-beaten plains, free in the vague, indeterminate murmur of winds, high on the arched and tremendous back of the world, alone and close up under the skies. Let me lie dark in the grass like an Indian, hearing footfalls afar, a pulse in the rumbling sod, and know that it knows me, up from the grass to the sky, from the skies again back to the grass. I go to the plains. Stone, standing alone, shaped like a person there on the hill, over the world. You seem wonderful, having a power. The sky passes over you, the gray rain veils you, the white sun warms you, the black night hides you. You seem like a person. You look wonderful, having a power. I know your song, but your words are silence. I give you my moccasins, yet you are still. I put my robe over you, yet you are cold. I give you my song, but your answer is silence. You seem wonderful, mystery power, solid and cold, on the low hill, over the world, shaped like a person, standing alone, only a stone. The sky has power. I sing to the sky. It makes the grass come up. I sing to the sky. Now I go out alone over all the land. Far I go, going alone I sing. I sing to the sky. O sky, give me power. I go by the long plains. Now you make me strong. I go on the high mountain. Now you make me strong. I go to the all sky. Now you make me strong. Now I go out alone. Over all the land far I go. Going alone I sing. I sing to the sky. O sky making all power. Now you make me strong.